Hello students, today you are going to study a new point from topic number 3, that is inheritance and variations, and the point is chromosomal theory of inheritance. Mendel published his work on the inheritance in 1866, but unfortunately his work remained unrecognized. Okay, so he studied so many things in pea plant. He crossed, he took monohybrid cross, he took dihybrid cross, but unfortunately, his work remained unnoticed or unrecognized. Later on, in 1900, there were three scientists. First one was the Hugo de Vries, second one was the Coren, and third one was the Chemark. So these three scientists published a work of Mendel independently, or simply you can say they rediscovered the work of Mendel on inheritance of the traits. Due to the advancement of microscopy, scientists were able to observe cell division and structure of chromosome under microscope. Later on, Walter Sutton, along with the Boveri in 1903, studied the parallel behavior of Mendel's factors and the behavior of chromosomes at the time of meiosis. According to the Boveri and Sutton, chromosomes are present in pairs in somatic cell. So that somatic cell is diploid, contains two sets of chromosome, that is denoted by 2n. During gamete formation, I repeat my sentence. During gamete formation by meiosis, homologous chromosomes segregate. During gamete formation, the chromosomes present get segregate or assort independently. Thus, each gamete contains only one set of chromosomes from the diploid set of chromosomes. Or simply you can say, thus each gamete contains only one chromosome from a pair. Nucleus of gamete contains chromosomes which carry all hereditary traits. Let us see one more slide. And the most important thing is that chromosome. Let us see chromosome. Chromosomes are filamentous bodies present in eukaryotic cells or the eukaryotic nucleus. I repeat, chromosomes are filamentous bodies present in the eukaryotic nucleus. The term chromosome derived from a Greek word, that is chroma means color and soma means body. This term, that is chromosome, was first time coined by W. Waldier in 1888. The size of chromosome varies from species to species. Each metaphase chromosome varies from zero point 0.1 to 33 micrometer in length and 0.22 micrometer in thickness. Chromosomes are visible during the cell division, and they are capable of self-replication, and they play important role in the heredity, mutation, variation, and the evolutionary development of the eukaryotic species. Eukaryotic species. Chemically, eukaryotic chromosomes are made up of DNA, histone, and non-histone proteins. All the individuals of the species usually have same number of chromosomes. Presence of whole set of chromosome is called as euploidy. It includes haploid, that is one set of chromosome, then diploid cell contains two sets of chromosomes, and triploid means that contains three sets of chromosome. Again tetraploid is there, that is that cell contains four sets of chromosome. Let us see one more thing, that is the aneuploidy. Either addition or deletion of one or more chromosome to total number of chromosome in a cell is called as aneuploidy. Okay, you can see a ploidy. Ploidy means, as I said earlier, ploidy, all the, yes, ploidy, no, this is ploidy. So ploidy can be defined as presence of whole set of chromosomes is called as euploidy. Yes, this is called as euploidy. Euploidy and the aneuploidy. Now this euploidy includes haploid sets of chromosome, haploid cell, diploid cell, then the polyploidy. Now this haploid cell, or it is also called as a monoploidy, this cells contains uh, this cell contains one set of chromosome. This cell contains two sets of chromosomes, and polyploidy includes the triploidy, tetraploidy, pentaploidy, etc. Now you see aneuploidy. This aneuploidy either addition or deletion of one or more chromosome to the total number of chromosomes in a cell is called as aneuploidy. Let us see one more thing, that is the structure of chromosome. Chromosomes are visible under microscope. Yeah, I have told you that the chromosomes are visible only under the microscope. When cell is at metaphase, these chromosomes are only visible and these chromosomes appear complete in the metaphase only. It is because of this stage chromosomes are highly condensed. So chromosomes are visible in metaphase because these chromosomes are highly condensed in this metaphase. Typical chromosome consists of two chromatids. As I said earlier, a chromosome, this chromosome, a typical chromosome consists of two sister chromatids, and these two sister chromatids are held together by a point. This is called as a centromere. So centromere holds these two sister chromatids at this point. Okay. Uh, Typical chromosome consists of two chromatids joined together, okay, at centromere, which is called as a primary constriction, and this point is called as a primary constriction. Here you can see a primary constriction or the centromere where the two chromatids are held together by this centromere. Primary constriction consists of a disc-like plate-like structure, which is also called as kinetochrome. This disc-like structure is called as kinetochrome. Okay, so kinetochrome is also there. Okay, so spindle fibers get attached to the kinetochore during the cell division. Okay, so kinetochore, it is most important part of the chromosome. So this plays an important role during the cell division. Where at the time of cell division, spindle fibers get attached to the kinetochore during, as I said earlier, during the cell division. Besides, besides the primary constriction, additional narrow area is called as a secondary constriction. As I said earlier, this one is called as a secondary constriction in addition to the primary constriction. Some of the secondary constrictions are also called as nucleolar organizers. So secondary constriction is also called as a nucleolar organizer because they are necessary for the formation of the nucleolus. The part beyond the nucleolar organizer, a short spindle or the spherical shaped body which is called as a satellite. Uh, a small spherical part which is present above the beyond the uh, secondary organizer or the nuclear organizer or the secondary constricted or the constriction is called as a satellite. Okay, so the surface, now just see this surface, entire surface of the chromosome shows the swelling body, small swellings which are called as a chromomeres. These are called as chromomeres, and these chromomeres are arranged in two rows on the surface of the chromosomes. Okay, so these swellings which are present on the surface of the chromosome, these swellings are called as chromomeres. As far as chromosomes are concerned, chromosomes are further classified into different types of chromosomes on the basis of their position of the centromere. So the first type is metacentric. In this, centromere is located at the center, okay, of the chromosome, and it is called as a metacentric, and that chromosome appears V-shaped during the anaphase. Okay. Now just see one more type of chromosome, that is metacentric. In metacentric, a centromere is centromere is present or located just some distance away from the center. In this chromosome, you can see the centromere is slightly away from the center. So this chromosome is called as a submetacentric chromosome. Okay, so this chromosome appears L-shaped in the uh, anaphase. Now just move towards the acrocentric type of chromosome. In this acrocentric chromosome, centromere is located end, near the end of this chromosome, and this chromosome appears J-shaped. Okay, so this is simply regarding the chromosome. Third type of chromosome, that is the acrocentric. Now just move towards the telocentric. In telocentric, centromere is located at the tip. Okay, so this centromere is located exactly at the tip portion of this chromosome. This chromosome is called as a telocentric. Okay, and this chromosome appears a rod shape. Let us move towards the further point, that is the sex chromosomes. Sex chromosomes. This is most important part as far as the inheritance and the variation study of the Mendelian inheritance as well as the post-Mendelian inheritance is concerned. Okay, so sex chromosomes which are responsible for the determination of the sex. So these are known as sex chromosome. Okay, or the allosomes. These are also called as allosomes. So this word itself indicates its meaning, that is the sex chromosomes. Sex chromosomes means those chromosomes determine the sex in that particular offspring or the individual is known as a sex chromosome or the allosomes. Human being and other animals have X and Y chromosomes as a sex chromosomes. So these two chromosomes decide a sex of that particular individual, whether the individual is male or the female. Okay, so X chromosome is a straight rod like longer than the Y chromosome. X chromosome is metacentric. As I said earlier, metacentric means that centromere is present exactly at the center of that chromosome. Okay, centromere is present exactly at the center of that chromosome. So this type of chromosome, that is X chromosome, is basically metacentric, while the Y chromosome is acrocentric, in which the centromere is present in the centromere is present towards the end or near the end. So this Y chromosome is known as a acrocentric type of chromosome. Okay, so X chromosome has large amount of euchromatin, and this euchromatin is a extended region, and a small amount of heterochromatin, that is highly condensed region. Euchromatin has large amount of DNA material, hence genetically this X chromosome is active because it contains large amount of DNA. So X chromosome is active chromosome due to the presence of DNA, large amount of DNA material as compared to the Y chromosome. In case of Y chromosome contains less amount of DNA. So this Y chromosome is less active as compared to the X chromosome. Okay, both X and Y chromosomes have homologous region. Let us see the one more slide, that is the X and the Y chromosome. This is X chromosome, this is metacentric, and this chromosome is acrocentric. But these two chromosomes show the homologous region. Okay, so this one and this one, these are two homologous region of these X and the Y chromosomes. While these two regions, this is this one above region and the upper region of this Y chromosome. So these two regions above the centromere, so these two regions are called as non-homologous regions, while the below centromere, these two regions of these two chromosomes is known as the homologous region. Okay, so both X and Y chromosomes have homologous region, show smaller region, similar genes, and these homologous regions both these homologous regions of these chromosomes show similar genes, while these non-homologous regions of these two chromosomes have dissimilar genes. Crossing over, and the most important thing is that crossing over takes place only in the homologous region. Crossing over, that is exchange of genetic material. Crossing over, that is the which is essential for the recombination, and that crossing over takes place between the homologous region only, homologous regions of the X and the Y chromosome. So crossing over, as I said earlier, crossing over takes place only in the homologous regions of the X and the Y chromosomes. So this is simply regarding the most important part of this topic, that is the chromosomal theory of the inheritance. Then you have studied the chromosome, structure of chromosome, then the types of chromosomes, and the most important thing is that sex chromosomes. So there are two sex chromosomes found in human being as well as various animals. First one is X chromosome and the Y chromosome. As I said earlier, X chromosome is active as compared to the Y chromosome because X chromosome contains large amount of DNA material while the Y chromosome contains less DNA. So X chromosome is active as compared to the Y chromosome. Then as far as these two chromosomes are concerned, these two chromosomes show homologous regions as well as non-homologous region. Now these homologous region uh, show presence of similar genes or the alleles, while these non-homologous regions show dissimilar genes. Okay, and the most important thing is that crossing over takes place between these two chromosomes. Yes, crossing over takes place between the homologous region of these two chromosomes only. So, and the crossing over process is not taking place between these two chromosomes, and it's not possible because these two chromosomes are these two regions are not similar. This one is larger one and this one is smaller one in the Y chromosome. So this is simply regarding this particular point, that is the structure of the X and the Y chromosomes in the human